Lieutenant White. He's no Jedi.
That's right. I'm Darth Fatass. We're back with another Saturday morning comic book review.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
That's right. We're taking a look at Battlebrook Road, a reimagining of Oz. And let's just have something. I almost forgot. So this is my little binder that I've kind of put together for all my trading cards. And sticker up here is Toto from this campaign. And I've already put the trading cards in the binder. So let's just kind of, I'll show those off real quick. We got Dorothy. We got our Thea Gale, or Dorothy. Scarecrow. We got a flying ape. With the lion art down here. And the East. The Watcher of the East. Kind of a reimagining of the Wicked Witch of the East, I guess. Yeah, for the most part. Talk about that later. Okay, we got a couple of covers. This is the variant cover, the Ken Rocafort cover. And there's actually a poster of this cover in the back. And we got a fold-up cover of the main fold-up poster. Our main cover. Also, the campaign came with a Operation Zephyr declassified. It was kind of a ash can of sorts. And we get a good look at our design by Eric Weller. Well, all kinds of goodies. With the color pages, black and white. Some character designs, some logo designs. Do this in a while. Let me get back here a little further. Get some fan art back here is what I was trying to find. Eric Kielski, Brad Rubenmaker, Mark Manelli down here, 6 a.m. Comics. This is kind of one of my favorites. Got Dorothy sitting on the branch, Toto, got a little cyber frog popping out of the water. This one here too is pretty. I dig this one here too. Like Tony does in colors by ink spots. A lot of good stuff in the ash can. Okay, so we got Battlebrook Road. It's by the artwork's by Eric Weathers, written by Zeb Hatfield. And Zeb, he has this nice, decent forward, and I'm not going to read all. Basically, this is a reimagining of The Wizard of Oz. And we start off with chapter 1 called Dust to Dust. We got this, we got this force flying over basically over Kansas, which is covered, supposedly what they thought was covered in dust. Flying over there. Out of nowhere, here comes the flying apes and attacks them. And we get, and all of a sudden we go before. This is like 20 years in the past. So we have this flashback 20 years in the past of Gail, Thea, I keep trying to figure out how is the name? Basically, it's her full name was it Gail Thea Dorothy? Is that right? Or is it the other way around? My word's not working right now. We know we get these nice, brilliant shots. And her father is basically kidnapped. So then we jump 20 years later where she's researching her father, trying to break. She's talking about her life and what it's all meant the last 20 years and how she's been looking and searching for her father. And then she basically gets caught breaking into the computer system. Turns out that it's also run by her uncle. And they have received a message from her father. And then basically she puts herself, and she wasn't going to be, her uncle wasn't going to put her in no harm's way, but at the very end, because there's no way you're going to stop her anyways. So she knows the mission to go back to where we began in the book. And she escapes. And then we get chapter 2, which is called E-Switch. And basically, she lands on lands in a skate pod. And she's kind of surprised. There's like the giant butterfly on the skate pod. She's really surprised by this because it was supposed to be just a desert wasteland type, covered in sand. She was not expecting this. And there's people who are chasing her, but they're saying, help me, I'm not in my little mound. She ends up in this town of E-Switch. They end up getting funneled into this old church. Great splash page here, I love. And basically, she's controlling everybody. She basically puts like these metal plates basically like a metal plate over their head and has control over their bodies. And basically, she was going to try to control Dorothy. And Dorothy, with the help of Toto, ends up taking out the E-Switch by crashing the escape pod into her. And there's a celebration of their freedom. And they start talking about that this was the East Switch. There's a North, South, and West Switch still out there. They talk a little bit about which. We get a lot of, explanation and what's to come. And of course, they go and they find the yellow brick road to follow. And I'm going to leave it right there because, like I said, I don't like showing everything. Here's another great. I love this, image here in the back. This stained glass of the E-Switch. Like always, share, comment. Like I said, I don't want to leave it all open. I got to double check, see if Eric has actually posted because I know book 2 should be funding shortly. I've seen the reads that he's posting funding shortly. I'll look, see if I can find the sign up. If there's a sign up for it, I'll put that in the description. If I don't think they'll be running it before I drop this, because this drops next Saturday, I'm pretty sure. But if the campaign goes live before this, perhaps, then I'll throw it in the description. Like always, like, share, comment, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Want to follow me on Twitter? It's @AssDart.